Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on their chart. It's important to know these areas before buying any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you buy or sell. Also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options, you definitely want to get familiar with support and resistance. Just to let you guys know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. Also, I provided a link in the description for Webull. You can use it to start an account and get 3 free stocks, and I provided a link for Robinhood. You could use it to get 1 free stock. Just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. If you have a recommendation, please leave a comment below and I'll try to get to your recommendation and do a video on it. Today we're taking a look at Zoom Video. It's currently trading at $413.17. It's down 1.5% today, and we're going to be mapping out the key support and resistance on the 4-hour chart. So let's just start over here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to be starting where it was listed in April of 2020, so that's where I'll be starting for this one. I just got to get my chart set up here. As you can see down here, this is where it was listed, where my arrow is, so that's where I'll be starting. I'm going to grab my first line, and I'm going to mark out the base of my chart. So it looks like it's going to be right here, a nice base at about $60. So that's where I'm going to make my first line. Now I need to find my first resistance point, and it looks like the first resistance is going to be around here at $100. So you had a nice base at 60 and some resistance at $100 as the price action was trading, sideways for a little bit, trying to figure out where this was going to be priced at after it was listed in April of 2020. So our next resistance point is going to be at about 175, it looks like. So I'm just going to drop my line in at 175. Whoops, let me move that up a little bit. 175. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, so we got our 175 point of resistance here. So we're going to be moving up to find our next resistance point. And it looks like we're going to find that at about $280. So I'm going to mark that out right here. 280, you can see the price comes up, can't really break through that area right there until finally this right here. And it does have a support in this area, which is around $240. So I'm just going to mark that off right there because it did trade in this area for a while, for a couple months. So I'm just going to mark that support in there. And then you had a nice earnings report right here. As you could see, the price shot up. So we need to find a resistance here. It hit this point and dropped back down. So I'm going to mark that as my resistance right here at 450. As you could see, it hit this point and then dropped way down. So we're going to need to find a support area off that point. So let's find that right now. And it's going to be around 350. So I'm just going to drop a line in there. And then we're going to move along from there, and we're going to find our high resistance of the chart. And it looks like it's going to be at about $590. So I'm just going to drop my line there. And as you could see, that should do it for our chart, because you see we have our high resistance here on the chart. And then we have our support coming off of that down here at 450. And then you can see when it dropped below that 450, we had our support down here at 350, which caught it when it dropped down below there. So that's where it's trading at right now, in between this range of 450 and 350. Hit this 450 resistance and the 350 support as it came all the way down from the almost 590 high. So that's our chart right there. As you can see, it looks pretty good. We have our nice support and resistance areas. You could see they held up pretty good, because when we mapped out this support over here, you could see that when the price dropped down over here, it held up as support. So that's how you know that your support is good right there. So that's it for our price action. Okay, now to our price prediction. I think, with the vaccines rolling out this spring and summer and more people returning to work and school, I think the stock's going to lose a lot of momentum. I think it already has, as you could see on the chart, that it has lost a lot of momentum already with the vaccines rolling out. I still think with all the new users that are using it, that they'll continue to grow because there are more and more people working from home these days, creating a lot of new jobs from home. So I think it's going to pick up with that aspect. But I think the momentum with the stock is going to fade a little bit with the reopening plays and everything going into effect. So I'm going to give this one a price target of 500 by the end of the year. I think it's trading at 415 right now, so I think it'll get back up to 500. But I think it'll be a pretty tough road for that, It's going to be a lot of ups and downs and trading sideways. So that's the video on this one. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you learned something. And we'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.